Hello guys, my name is Harvey Delbo. Today I'm teaching you the basic electrical engineering Maxwell method tutorial for mesh, or what I've learned on Maxwell method. Maxwell method. Mesh is a loop that doesn't consist of any other loop inside it. Mesh technique uses mesh current as variables instead of current in the element to analyze the circuit. Therefore, this method absolutely reduces the number of equations to be solved. Mesh applies the Kirchhoff voltage law, in short KVL, to determine the unknown current in its given circuit. So this is the sample problem. The problem is find the current 1, current 2, current 3, voltage drop 1, voltage drop 2, and voltage drop 3. In this case, we have two equations, the loop 1 and the loop 2 by Kirchhoff voltage law. So this is the loop 1 and the loop 2. This is the equation of loop 1. Voltage drop 1 minus the current 1 of resistant 1 plus resistant 2 minus the current of 3 of resistant 2 is equals to 0. Why is it negative here? Because the two loop, or the loop 1 and loop 2, are the same direction. If loop 1 does not the same direction with loop 1 and loop 2, it will go positive here. So this is it. 10 volt minus the resistance of 10 ohms and 40 ohms minus the current of I3, which is 40 ohms. So the second loop is voltage drop 2 minus the current 3 of R1 and R2 minus the current 1, which is the R2. 20 volt minus the current of 3 of 20 resistance and the resistance of 40 minus the current of 3 of 40 ohms. So this is it. 10 minus the current 1 of 10 plus 40 minus the current of 40 ohms. 20 volt minus the current of 3 of 20 ohms plus 40 ohms minus the current of 1, which is 40 ohms. So in the following, current 1 is 50 with 50 ohms minus the current 3 with the 40 ohms equals to negative volt, and negative current 3 with 60 ohms minus I1 of 40 ohms is equal to negative 20 volts. So finding the current 1 and current 3 using calculator. Press mode 5 and 1 to calculate. So I1 is negative 50, I3 is negative 40, minus to 10 volt. I1 is 40 minus 60 of I3 minus 20. The current 1 is negative 0.143 amperes, and the current 3 is 0.43 amperes. So by getting the current 2, which is I1 plus I3 is equal to I2. I1 plus I2. So the I2 is equal to 0.287 amperes. So by getting the voltage drop, we have this equation or principle. IVR. I stands for current and V stands for voltage and R stands for resistance. How do we get the voltage? Simply go by deriving by this. Voltage is equal to current times R or the resistance. So we already have the current and the resistance, so that we can already get the voltage 1, voltage 2, and voltage 3. So the following is how do we get the voltage 1? By getting the voltage 1, we already have the current 1 and the resistant 1. So our voltage 1 is equal to negative 0.143 times 10. So the answer is negative 1.43 volts. So this is the voltage 1. So how do we get the voltage 2? It's the same as the principle about the voltage 1. Voltage 3 is equal to 0.43 times 20. 0.43 times 20 is equal to 8.6 volts. So this is the answer of V3 or voltage drop 3. How about the voltage 2? Simply 0.287 times 40. We have 11.48 volts. So we already have the voltage 2. So this is all the answer of we are finding for. The current one, which is negative 0.143 amperes, and the current 2, which is 0.287 amperes, and the current 3 is equal to 0.43 amperes. The voltage 1 is negative 1.43 volts and voltage 2 is 11.48, and the voltage drop 3 is 8.6 voltage. So this is all the calculation for Maxwell method. So that's all. Thank you for watching.